Hi everyone, my name is Anne from English Valley Cafe. In this video, I'm going to answer a question that I got, and that is, would you explain the difference between the following words? Environment, surrounding, circumstance, setting, and give some examples. So if you're also confused about these words, then make sure you watch this video. All right, so I've never actually really thought too much about these words until I got this question. So I did a little bit of research and I did some homework. And I'm going to try my best to explain the meaning of each word. But more importantly, I'm going to give you a lot of examples. I think this is the best way to show you how to use these words and in what context or situation we use the words. So I hope the examples will help you. Now, if you have any questions after watching this video, feel free to leave them down in the comments below and I'd be happy to give you more explanation. And if you find this video useful, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification. All right, so let's get started. The first word is environment. Environment. Environment refers to our surroundings, the external conditions for people, for animals, for plants, and our environment will influence how we develop, how we behave, and how we grow. Let's take a look at some examples of how to use this word. First example, pollution is bad for the environment. Or most plants are unable to survive in such a harsh environment. Another example, the chickens were raised in a controlled environment. Or another example is the school provides a safe and supportive learning environment for the kids. All right, so environment refers to this general surrounding. It can be from our house to school to work to the society that we live in. The second word is circumstance. Circumstance. And we use circumstance to refer to something that's a little bit more specific. It refers to a condition that can affect something else. And usually this condition is a negative condition or a unfavorable condition. Let's take a look at some sentences. First sentence, we must adapt our marketing plan to these new circumstances. The second sentence, our happiness and success in life do not depend so much on our circumstances, but on our efforts and our attitude. Or, due to the current circumstances, she had to fire her manager. All right, the next sentence is under these circumstances, they don't intend to return to their country. So you might hear this maybe on the news. If a country is it's in chaos, there's a war going on, under these circumstances, they don't intend to return to their country. Another example, due to unforeseen circumstances, I'll have to cancel our class today. All right, so from these example sentences, we can see that we use the word circumstance to talk about some negative or unfavorable condition. And because of that, as a result of that, some action needs to be taken. All right, there's one grammar point here that I want to point out. Notice that we use circumstance usually after a preposition. So like on our circumstances or under the present circumstances. So this is good to know when you're learning how to use this word. All right, I'm going to go on to the next word, surrounding. Now here I'm going to break it down into surrounding used as an adjective and surrounding used as a noun. When we use surrounding as an adjective, we are talking about something around a particular place or a particular thing. So it's kind of like encompassing or encircling. Example, there are much talk surrounding the latest World Cup games. Another example, the country wants to control the island and the surrounding areas. Or, the fire burned down most houses and their surrounding structures. Now, surrounding used as a noun is referring to the places, to the condition, or even objects that are around us. Example, be aware of your surroundings when you walk at night. Look for suspicious activities. Another example, downtown Los Angeles and its immediate surroundings consist largely of skyscrapers. Or the baby opened his eyes and took in his surroundings. So here, took in his surrounding means that the baby tries to observe, to contemplate, to think, to recognize the people, the objects that are around him. The next word is setting. I'm going to talk about setting here as a noun. There are a couple of meanings for setting. First, let's talk about setting as the place where something is or where something happens. And here we're talking about the general environment. The cottage house next to the beach was the perfect setting for the wedding. Another example, I've worked with English learners in various settings, mainly online, but also in classrooms. Another example, the small backyard setting was the perfect spot for her party. Next, we're going to talk about setting that's used to describe the place or time where the events in a book, a film, a play takes place, where it happens. So you might ask, what's the setting of the book? What's the setting of the film? Maybe the setting of the book is in Amsterdam in the 1900s. So these are the differences for these 4 words. I hope this clears up some of your your confusions. If you have any questions or if there's something that is still confusing you, please leave the questions down in the comments below. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!